video here. Just wanted to update everybody. I do plan on making some new videos here soon. It is towards the end of March right now, but unfortunately at the beginning of March I had a small surgery, and then about a week later I dislocated my shoulder skating. So for the last couple weeks I've just been unable to do anything, and so I do plan on making some videos here soon. Also, I am in between figuring out some sort of new video editing software, and I'm going to start using my DSLR camera. I have a nice camera. I just always use my phone and an easy app to edit videos, which is terrible to be doing because I do want to make these videos pretty legit here eventually. So I've got a good camera. I just need to figure out a better video editing software, and as soon as I do and can learn to use it, the videos should be looking better. I've got a microphone. It's all going to be a whole lot better than this looks right here. So yeah, I've just been injured for a little bit, trying to figure some stuff out, so bear with me, and I'll be releasing some hopefully pretty good stuff here soon as I split all these bees and hopefully start making queens for this year, so stay tuned. Today is March 25th. It's about 65 degrees, and everyone is bringing in a good bit of pollen. Things are looking good. I didn't lose any of these 8 hives that I have right here, but as y'all saw in my previous videos, I did lose some from the other bee yard over there. So here soon I'll be getting in these and going ahead and starting to get them split. I had a comment recently about, oh, you treatment-free guys, y'all are just bee havers, y'all aren't beekeepers. And the implication was that basically when winter comes, I lose all my bees, and that I resupply my boxes with bees before spring starts, and that I don't show that. That would be extremely difficult. I don't know where you could possibly find bees. If all your bees die in winter, I don't know where it is you'd be able to find bees quick enough before spring even starts to get them looking as good as these hives look, and to possibly say that they're actually the same bees. That wouldn't be possible. If you somehow got new bees in these boxes, they would be struggling, they would be looking terrible, and they would not be as busy as they are right now. You wouldn't even be able to do that, really. That would mean that you would have to put new bees in these boxes in January or February, which isn't even a possible thing to do because it's cold here. So to think that is actually even possible is pretty ridiculous. These bees are just doing the same thing they were doing when they went in for winter. There's nothing different that I've done. I didn't treat them. I didn't lose any of these and replenish them with any bees. I don't really know where that idea comes from because it's a bit asinine, but that is a common thought amongst treaters, is that we're just basically replacing these bees as soon as they die, and we're not telling anybody about that. But that sounds like a pain in the ass, and that's not something I'm willing to do. What I will do, however, is I will split from these survivor hives. If you go into winter with 10 hives and you come out with 5, well, then those 5 are going to be great bees, and you're going to want to split from those. I don't understand why people think that, that there's going to be 0 survivors. Yeah, if you have 2 or 3 hives, you might end up with 0 survivors, but that's just because it's a numbers game. But it's a numbers game as in, if you had 10 hives or so, and you go into winter and you come out with 4, well, now you have 4 hives, and that's not exactly ideal, but now you can split from those bees because those are survivor bees, which made it through winter. So these are my survivor bees. They've been my survivor bees ever since they started, basically, because I've never had any issue with any of these hives. The ones that I did have issues with, I obviously wouldn't want to split from those genetics. You're going to want to split from the genetics that survive the varroa mites. You're going to want to split from the genetics that survive the winter. And you're going to want to split from bees that can basically handle, your environment, your weather. They can live on a low amount of honey. And that's how treatment-free works. It's a numbers game. You're just going to split from the best of the best, and you're going to make as many bees as you can possibly make. And that's what I've been basically doing here ever since I started. And here's my other bees. Oh, but there's no way they survived winter, right? You must have put a new package in there before spring started. No, you don't put packages in hives this size. You don't get brood that early to be able to do it. It's March 25th. These things are just starting to brood up. So if they're just starting to brood up, that means that I wouldn't have been able to basically make bees back in January or February when people are implying that we're basically replacing our dead losses. Yeah, I'm going to replace my dead losses here and there and all of that, but it's not going to be with bees that are from out of this area. It's going to be from my own splits. And, whatever ones of those die next year, I don't need those bees, and I'll split from those survivors. and I will continue catching swarms in the meantime. That's just how treatment-free works. It's a different idea of beekeeping. It's a different way of doing it. But I'm not dealing with putting chemicals in hives. I'm not really doing anything major. I'm just letting these guys have a home, and you leave them alone for a good bit and they end up doing just great. I still inspect them. I'm still a beekeeper. I just don't touch chemicals, and I don't care about mites. I don't do mite counts. I don't do anything that has anything to do with mites because I truly don't care. I've seen them before. I haven't seen them in years, but I did have one hive that I definitely saw mites in years and years ago. Haven't seen them in probably 3 years. So mites are not something I deal with. These bees are plenty capable of handling themselves without me having to do anything. And like I said, if they're not, well, then I really don't need them. All right, so I'm still trying to get my shoulder better. It's getting a little better each day, but I don't want to start lifting these heavier hives until I'm good to go. What I will start doing, though, is checking to see if any of the single deeps are ready to have a box added here soon. Any of the ones that I'm not going to split. I might be splitting some of these single deeps just to make some more hives. And I might even be breaking down my big hives. Those hives are like 4 years old, and the combs are getting kind of old. So I'll probably break that entire hive down, distribute the combs, melt the wax. I've got a couple ideas, but stick around. Like I said, I'm going to get my shoulder better and start releasing more videos here soon. Thanks for watching.